Hey, I'm gonna talk for 10 minutes and see if I enter a flow state. In this video, I will be showing my sketchbook pages that I've done so far and taking you on a journey into creating a new one. Well, anyway, I'm gonna start now. So, that's yellow paint, that's blue paint. These are the primary colors plus white. And I'm using black acrylic paint because your girl is broke and gouache paint is expensive. So there's me pouring water into the water glass, and then we're zooming in like it's Psycho. So we're going to get some matches out of this cute little glass box, and we're gonna strike it on this match pad, and then strike 1, strike 2, strike
Really?
3,
Seriously?
and we try again, and then we finally got it to work. We light the candle and it smells super good. To be honest, I didn't even keep the candle running for the whole video, but whatever. Here's me selecting a brush. Found the brush I want, and there's his face. Again, oh Michelangelo, you. I think that's actually David by Michelangelo. Yeah. Okay, so here's red. This is one of my favorite parts, honestly, because it's like you're just putting down primary colors, and then you can make any color through those colors. And I don't know, something about like opening a paint tube and like squishing it onto the palette is like so satisfying. It's one of my favorite parts of being an artist. So yeah, definitely use the primary colors and learn how to mix colors because it's so helpful. TBH. And then we're gonna add white to the palette. If I can get this. Oh, by the way, my arm is broken. I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but my elbow is broken. I was skateboarding. Not that cool. I'm not cool at all. Actually, the way I fell was really embarrassing. And then this is black acrylic paint because gouache is expensive, like I had said before. So we're just gonna dip our paintbrush in water a little bit. And you want to be careful with water with gouache because it can really, the gouache is already, it's like a mixture of watercolor and acrylic, so you really don't want to use water because you're gonna the technical word is lower the opacity so you can see through it more, and you don't want that because it would be layering. Like, imagine a highlighter, you know what I mean? Like a highlighter, you go and then you go again and then it's darker in some spots. You don't want that. So this part is actually using a kneaded eraser to lift the graphite from the paper because it helps you when you're painting so you don't see the pencil markings underneath the paint. So it's called a kneaded eraser. It's super helpful. I recommend it. And they're $1. So then I start painting this girl. And this is such a trust the process video because you really just don't know where it's gonna go. This is the beauty of working in a sketchbook because you don't know how it's gonna end up. You just paint or use whatever medium you want, and it just kind of evolves. So for sure. So I kind of wish I would have kept this girl's hair white but instead I made it pink. And you'll see that pretty soon. But yeah, she looks like so mad. I love this part. So this is me working on the girl on the left, and I love this girl so much. Like, she reminds me of me. It's like me drawn in like a Shel Silverstein or like you know that book, Alexander the No Good, very bad, terrible, whatever, horrible day. The author's last name is Bjorst. I had to look that up earlier, but it's just like my style is evolving into like kind of children's books I read when I was growing up, and Shel Silverstein and Tim Burton, and just all these beautiful people combined into what I like. This is a technique of drawing called hatching, and you just kind of make lines, but they're like deliberate, and you make them where there be shadows. So this is me just hatching away at this character that reminds me of myself. I can't remember what color her hair. Oh, I didn't color her. I didn't color her at all. You see how the hand is like, it looks like a skeleton hand? That was an accident. But I like the way it turned out. Oh my gosh, and then the girl on the right with the pink hair, she actually becomes like super emo. Yeah. So I don't know how to describe that because I don't know. But at the end of the day, she doesn't end up looking like that in the final product. So I covered her face with like a ninja mask, and you'll see what happens later. It's kind of pretty cool. But yeah, some chapters skipped because now there's a rib cage on the left hand side of the page, and that wasn't there before. And I really needed to balance the colors of the pink and blue, so I did that this way. I really appreciate this 2D design class I took like at the community college I went to a couple years ago. It was super informative. I just say that because it taught me deconstruction in art. Then this is what I end up doing with the ninja mask, which I really love the way this like turned out. And the funny thing is, I was like watching Taming of the Shrew while I was painting this, like the play, on YouTube, and I'm like, alright, this is funny. It was actually interesting. And then the next video that plays is like David Lynch, and he's like talking about all this cool stuff, and I like have never heard of David Lynch before. So oh my gosh. And then so after I like watched this interview of David Lynch, I'm like going down the rabbit hole, and I find this like film by David Lynch. It's called Rabbits. It's from 2002. I start watching that, and I'm like 5 minutes in, maybe more, and I'm like, this is terribly fearful. Like, I'm scared. Like, I'm actually afraid right now. So I stopped watching it. Tell me what you think about that film. It's on YouTube. And what do you think about my artwork? This is my sketchbook, and that's what I got. Thanks for watching.